Good afternoon, keepers of the cash. Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy here, and again, I'm here with something that's a little bit different. Here to highlight some channels, and these are channels that don't need my help to be highlighted, but we're going to do it anyway because they deserve it. And what this is 6 channels that highlight community in their content. 6 channels that paved the way for guys like me to do what we do. Hashtag Grow Together, which I started on my channel and I never thought would catch on, is by far not an original idea. And it only came about and through these channels, which I'm going to explain to you, that have always been about community, that have always shown community support, and have always been pillars of the community that we're in. Right? Without them, none of us do any of the stuff we're doing, right? So they help us out. And likewise, I'm going to shout them back out, even though they don't need my help. I'm a little tiny fish in a big pond. So, but anyway, let's get to these channels, and I'll tell you why they're important. And I'm telling you why, if you're in this community, you should be supporting them and following them and giving them your time, because these are fantastic channels that do fantastic things for everybody they touch, right? And we're going to start out with Metarog. Roger over at Metarog. Fantastic guy, does a lot on his channel, talks about old comic books, does breakdowns. More importantly, he has a highlight show every week where he highlights the contests that are going on all the channels, makes it really comprehensive and easy for you if you're a contest chaser. And while he's doing that, he also highlights those channels, and you can see Roger out supporting everybody in the community. I've certainly gotten his support on a number of occasions, and I really appreciate it. And not only does he support the community and everything he does, and you're going to find that with these guys, he's just a fantastic individual. So great human being, great channel, always supporting the community. And if you haven't checked out Metarog's channel, please do. And let me preface the rest of this by saying I'm going to have all these guys' links down below. It doesn't hurt to check them out. It doesn't hurt to sub to them. Subbing to people is free, in case any of you out there don't know it. So if you're always scared to sub somebody, it doesn't cost money. It doesn't cost anything. It's just an easy, free way to support a channel that could always use your support. So we got Metarog, Roger over there. Fantastic guy. I'll say it again because it's true. 2, K-Titus. Samurai Ken from Japan. This guy's whole channel is almost built upon support. All he does is shout out other channels and support them, and the amount of community that this guy puts into his channel is amazing. You go to his channel and you can see 5 to 8 videos a day sometimes of just him shouting out other channels and giving them support. And not only is he supportive in our community, he's supportive in his real life in his community. Another stand-up, fantastic individual, great guy, and deserves your time. And usually you're only into his videos for a minute and a half. The long ones are maybe 5 minutes, so it's not a big commitment. And you might learn about a channel that you didn't know existed that becomes one of your favorite watches. And he just doesn't shout out comic channels. He does coin channels, just anything that's collectible, pop channels. K-Titus has just a plethora of different channels that his shout outs encompass, and it's amazing. So he's a 100% support person. Definitely deserves your time and your sub. And like I said, subbing is free. Don't be scared to hit the sub button. It doesn't cost money. Number 3. And by the way, both of the first 2 channels have given me shout outs in the past. And I'm just trying to keep paying it forward. You always got to pay it forward, guys. Everyone on here has helped my channel in some way. And not just my channel, every other person I know in this community that I speak to on a weekly basis or interact with has been helped by these people. That's how great they are. All right, number 3, just the Rican in his comic. So Rod the Rican, he does community shout-outs on Sundays. He has a game show during the week called Lame Frame, and we'll get to that in another video because that's coming up too. Just the Rican in his comics, another fantastic guy. You couldn't ask for a more down-to-earth, relatable person. He's just there. He's talking about what he loves. He's finding new channels. He's seeking them out. He's shouting them out on his show. And he's just getting them some views and subscribers that may not have found their content otherwise. And just a stand-up job, stand-up dude. And if you haven't, he was just on 10 questions. You should go check that out on Small Town Collectibles channel. Great interview, fantastic conversation between the two, and it gives you just a sense of what a good dude this guy is. So if you guys haven't checked out just a Rican and his comics, please go do so. You won't regret it. And I know I'm going to sound like a broken record saying this about these people, but it's the truth, man. They're fantastic. Number 4, someone who certainly doesn't need my help either, W1nkinc. This guy has shouted me out twice and helped my subs rise, and he's done it to a ton of other channels. He is one of the big power players on YouTube, and just a word from W1nkinc can help your channel easily. And this guy doesn't need to shout out people to be successful. He's got his own premise. He's got his own personality for YouTube, and it works wonders. Amazing individual, high energy. He'll invite you into the boardroom. You'll become part of the family. He'll shout you out. He'll support the community. And he does the Alex Michael giveaway every other Sunday, which is, and don't go for giveaways, guys. Go for the community. It's so much fun. You're just there. You're reading the chat. You're watching W1nkinc and a guest, if he has a guest on, interact. And it's just a lot of fun. And if you like to watch box openings, this guy opens big boy boxes. So a lot of those are fun. And he still opens the small boxes. So he opens boxes at every level. So no matter what level you collect at, or if you buy boxes, if you can't afford the big boy boxes, say like me, he opens the small ones that give you something that you may like too and that you can actually afford to go out and buy. So he's all over the board with what he does. So he's got a great amount of content, and like I said, everything he does always leads back to the community. He's always thanking the community. And again, another stand-up dude, which you guys should be following. Like I said, he shouted me out twice, and I certainly appreciated it. He helped me get through a couple milestones. And, you know, for a small channel like mine, that's huge. And, you know, it means a lot. So, W1nkinc, thank you very much. Number 5, and this channel gave me my very first shout-out. And when I say my very first shout out, I mean it. I was at 5 subscribers when I got on YouTube and decided to try this stuff out. You may have heard a story on my channel or someone else's story, but my kid loves YouTube and wants to have his own channel one day. So me being a concerned dad, I wanted to find out what the YouTube community was all about and what the landscape was for my son getting into this and the safety of it. So I just started talking comics because it's something I had a base knowledge of. I had 5 subscribers. I never thought I'd hit 50, let alone the almost 600 I'm at now. And I was watching this guy's channel already, and I'm watching it one day. And he gets to the end of the video and says, "Oh, now it's time for my shout out." And then my face and channel came up, and I was blown away. And of course, I'm talking about Stevie B Comics. Now, Stevie B just passed a milestone too. He just passed 1,000 subs. And W1nkinc had also helped him get to that milestone. And Steve was already cruising to it on his own. Another genuine dude. And that's the thing with Stevie B. It's all about being genuine. I like his channel for that reason. And when he does mystery boxes, he does the breakdown afterwards, showing you the price and if it hit value or not. So a lot of good information. He's a big DC collector. Really likes the Super Sons. And again, he does community shout-outs all the time. He supports a lot of channels, and he shouted me out twice too, which completely blew me away. And you're out there and you're small, and you don't think anybody's watching you. You don't think anyone's giving you the time of day. And then you see a channel that's big give you a shout-out, and it just kind of melts you a little bit. Like, wow, someone's actually watching, somebody actually enjoys the content, and someone actually thought enough about what I do to give me a shout out. And for all us small channels out there, it means gangbusters, man. It's amazing. So Stevie B Comics, he just passed 1,000. Super genuine dude. Please check him out. Great pillar of the community. And I just can't say much more. He's fantastic. Please check him out. And then last, we're going to get to this. This one's in the pop community. and she does a lot to build community as well. A lot of live shows on her channel, and she's always supporting the community. And she's also the main person behind the comic swap, which the collectible swap. Sorry, comics are always going to come out of my mouth. The collectible swap, and of course I'm talking about Mama J. So please give Mama J a check out. I just did the collectible swaps last time, and I gained some great new subs and found some channels that I absolutely love watching. And you know, like BK Ships 4 is a great channel, but really fun person. Her and her husband opening up pops, doing shout outs, building community, always supportive, easy to talk to and reach out to. And I think you guys who like pops would love this channel. Definitely give them a shout out, check out, and see what she's all about. Another great pillar of the community in the collectibles world. And you can't go wrong with these 6 channels, guys. With Metarog, K-Titus, just a Rican in his comics, W1nkinc, Stevie B, and Mama J. Just do yourself a favor. It's free to check people out. It's free to hit the sub. Give them a look. See where channels like mine and other small channels have gotten a boost to their start, and even have a platform with it because of the help that some of these people have given us. And I get a lot of attention for the Grow Together movement, which I'm super appreciative of, but that idea would have never germinated. I would have never thought about it without channels like this, which gave me the impetus to do something about supporting other channels, because I didn't know this type of thing was out there before a lot of these channels. Like I said, when Stevie B gave me my first shout out, that is the first I'd ever heard about shout outs, and that's really when all the wheels started turning. I was like, wow, what a grand gesture. What a great gesture. He didn't have to take the time out of his day to do it, and yet he did. So that is my top 6 channels where community is king. And I know I can't talk today. It's all right. It's a lazy Sunday. I'm relaxing. Me, the wife, and the kid are going to grill later and relax. But top 6 channels where community is king, please check them out. And if you haven't been there before and you go there and sub, just let them know Gary B sent you. All right? And that's it for now, guys. I hope everyone has a completely stellar, awesome weekend. And until next time, keep it casual.